Well, I was born and raised in Florida. I go back 6 generations on my mother's side and been coming down here for probably 60 years. And originally from Lakeland, I decided to look around for a house that I thought I could retire in and found this area. It's absolutely what I want, but I'm going to be going to Oregon to do a little business. Well, this was originally a fish camp. It's 7.5 acres that I put together. It's actually zoned for 3 different parcels, which I liked. And it just had everything I wanted. It has a boat ramp, it has a boat lift, it has 2 docks, and good deep water out here for, the average boat. But fish, we have wildlife like hogs, deer. I've always wanted a modern house. I didn't want I'm very familiar with Florida environment, which is really tough on building materials. So I knew I wanted to build something that would last, wouldn't require a lot of maintenance, and look good. So I decided to build more of a modern home. The biggest thing I was looking for was light. Florida has wonderful ambient light, and I didn't want to build a house that had small windows, so I put very large hurricane-resistant windows. Basically, when I designed this, I knew I was going to be on a river, and I knew with Florida's weather, occasionally you'll have something that could be detrimental to a home foundation. So I said, let's just stop the foolishness and go ahead and put in auger cast pilings. There's 37 auger cast, and they are 25 feet deep with a ground tie beam, which means basically this house isn't going anywhere. Cracker Floridians always have a screened-in porch, and I have a very large screened-in porch underneath the house, and that's where we spend the majority of our time. I do have an Argentine grill, a smoker, a 2-burner propane stove that I can pretty much cook just about anything I like to cook. So I'm pretty proud of my man cave. When I started to design the house, I was coming out of an old home that I'd lived in for 50 years up in Lakeland. My electric bill was $800 a month. So I designed this with energy in mind, all the appliances, but primarily all the lights. I have motion detector lights at all corners of the house. Each one of those is a 5,000 watt comparison with basically 68 watts per light. So it's just, my average bill is somewhere around $200 a month. Well, aside from my screened-in room, which I really love, upstairs we have what we call a Florida room, and it's large. It's meant for entertainment. I've put the kitchen at the center of the house and the bedrooms off to the side so people can have their privacy, but then when we want to entertain large groups, we can. In particular, I love my Wolf stove. It's got an oversized griddle on there, and I can cook anything on that. I love the area, I love the neighbors. As I said, it's quiet, but you can get lost in your thoughts here. I'm a reader. I don't like to watch a lot of television, so I can read, and every day is just something new in this river running across the property that's, just fun. It takes me back to my childhood. I believe in the next few years, the greatest asset that you'll be in looking for is going to be privacy. And there's an unbelievable amount of privacy here.